Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
At this time, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. And before we get started, let me kind of read through our role as a board and kind of the format and how the meeting will work today. Try to keep it as informal as we can, but we've got to have some order to it. So we're the 2025 Board of Equalization and Review for Union County, and we have been appointed by the county commissioners to hear any and all taxpayers with respect to concerns/complaints regarding the valuation of their property for tax purposes. Property owners appearing before the Board of Equalization and Review have a right to a fair and equitable hearing. The Board of Equalization and Review has been charged with ensuring that the proper legal principles have been applied in a valuation dispute for tax purposes. So when we get started today, the clerk to my right will call the taxpayer, and the county staff will locate the property on the monitors here, so we're all looking at the same thing. And the book we have here is the same book you have up here, so you'll step to the mic after the county locates the property. And then we'll give you about 10 minutes to present your information to the board. When it gets to be about 8 minutes, the clerk will give you a 2-minute warning, okay? And after you present your information to the board, members of the board will have a chance to ask you questions. At that time, you'll have a seat. The county will come up, they'll present their information to the board, we'll have a chance to ask them questions, they'll have a seat, and then you'll have a chance for a 5-minute rebuttal, if you would like. Keep in mind, the meeting is being recorded, and if you have any sales data to present, that sales data needs to be as of 1/1/25 or before, since that's the effective date of the property reevaluation. We can't be looking and taking into consideration sales data from March or April of this year. It needs to be as of 1/1/25 or before. After we hear all the cases, we'll go into the deliberation phase of the hearing. You're welcome to stay for that. Unless we have county and the taxpayer here, we don't take any questions from the taxpayer during that time. Typically, you'll be notified by the county of the board's decision within 30 days. By statute, the burden of proof is on the taxpayer to demonstrate that the assessment is erroneous. Only taxpayers or licensed residential or certified real estate appraisers are licensed to do business in North Carolina may express an opinion of value of real property. No other persons, whether attorneys in fact, attorneys at law, or corporate representatives, are entitled to express an opinion of value of real property. So if there are not any questions, if I could just remind everybody to maybe silence your cell phones, and we'll get started, okay?
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We will start with hearing number 1 for property key number 06147250. The taxpayers, I'm going to attempt this name.
Okay.
Kushma Sajah and Venkeshja Tesh. I'm not going to even try that last name, but they are not present today.
Charlie, okay. They are not present.
They are not present today.
Okay. Okay.
So that will move us to hearing number 2. This is for property key number 06105061 for Dennis Gillespie. There are 3 for this taxpayer, but we will take them one at a time. So we will start with this one and then move to the next one.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This property is located off of Cuthbertson Road, right at Newtown. Cuthbertson High School would be down Cuthbertson Road this way. Is everybody with me on where we are? And here is the 3 parcels. We have 061, 062, and 063. The house sits in the middle, and it's flanked by vacant parcels on each side.
Is that a development?
It is a neighborhood, Fairfax Farms,
Okay,
but it has a variety of acreages in there, some older, a mix
right.
in that neighborhood.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Gillespie?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Thank you for allowing me to be here.
And if we could, maybe turn the mic to make sure you're speaking into the mic.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Okay. I appreciate that you allowed me to be here. What I wanted to do is I wanted to talk a little bit about the three parcels. What I'm appealing is the land value. The parcels have about 30% of the land is in a floodplain, in the 100-year floodplain. And it's like a raging river when we have a lot of rain throughout the neighborhood. What I wanted to do is I'd like to talk about the three parcels together, because the appraised land value of these parcels range on 061, average $58,000, 436 bucks per acre. Where the house is, the per acre price on that is $73,635. And on parcel 063 is $59,890. What I wanted to make sure that I did was differentiate
And
that.
yeah, and to a point, I mean, we can
Yeah.
hear some of it together, but we're gonna need to deal with them individually still too. But I mean, we
Okay.
can, I think it's fine to maybe make comments to them individually, but,
Okay.
I mean, as a combined, but
Well, basically, sir, they all, what I wanted to try to do here is to compare the value of the land. And again, I think they're parcels adjoining each other.
Right.
So first off, I don't understand why there would be a difference in the per acreage price or value of the properties. But secondly, when I talked to Mrs. Chastain about the comparables, everything that was shown to me of a comparable was something that already had a dwelling on it. They weren't vacant properties. So what I did was I went ahead and I went onto the county website and pulled up any of the similar type of acreage properties ranging from 3.6 acres, 8.8 acres, 5.0 acres, and 5 acres. And I did an average of what those selling prices were, the recent selling prices. They averaged a total of $26,160 per acre. So what I'm requesting is for my property to be assessed at the average of those four parcels, given in point that we also have the 20% difference of being in floodplain. So in the letter that I sent to the board, I have requested a value of, on parcel 061, of $99,617, of 062, the land value of $96,687, and on parcel 063, $91,037. And of course, the way that those were arrived was based on the average of the other four similar parcels of acreage, less the 20% floodplain discount.
Okay. All righty. Good.
Can I answer any questions?
Yeah. Let me see if members of the board have any questions for you.
Okay.
Mr. Gillespie, Mr. O'Keefe.
I'm good for right now. I'm just checking on the letter and catching up with the numbers.
Yeah. Mr. Benson?
Mr. Gillespie, what was that value that you assessed for 062?
062 was $96,687.
That was it, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Mr. Smith?
You have knowledge of where all these properties were sold? Are they even anywhere near your property?
Some of them are,
Some are.
yes, some are, but they're all in Union County, sir.
Yeah, well, far south, far east, or whatever, Union County is way different than,
I would agree with that,
Yeah.
Mr. Smith.
So-
But also, there were no parcels sold anywhere in that neighborhood, in my neighborhood.
Right, I
To
understand.
substantiate any other type of
but
value.
within a few miles.
Yes, they are within a few miles.
Are they designated here anywhere?
Yes, in my, did you receive a copy of my letter?
I think it's page 40.
Page 40, I was looking at the other page.
It says owner supplied, so.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, there's one on Billy Howie Road, one on Nesbit Road, one on Crestview Drive, and the fourth one is on Deer Run Road.
And those are the ones that you're using?
Yes.
Okay.
There
Thank
were,
you.
there were a total of 7 that I found on the county records of vacant property that was sold.
Unfortunately, every one of these dates is after January 1 of '25. Because this is as
sorry?
of January 1, '25, correct?
Right. The sale date you have on your comps here, on those 4 comps, are after the reval date of 1/1 of '25, like I spoke to earlier. So to take into consideration sales data or comparable sales that you present to us.
Right.
It needs to be as of 1/1/25 or before, because the effective date of the property reevaluation is 1/1 of '25.
Okay, well then I'd like to go back and evaluate that.
Yeah.
Because I certainly feel as though, you know, if we're comparing apples to apples, we're not in the same ballpark.
Yeah. Let me see if, remaining members of the board have questions.
Okay.
Let us hear from the county, and
Okay.
then let's still continue with some dialogue here. Mr. Ashcraft?
Yes, on the parcel that you're talking about, did you acquire that parcel the same time you did your house and your other lot? Or
Yes.
was it over years? So you bought the land,
Yes,
okay, and that you bought the parcel.
yes.
How long ago was that?
I was in 1989.
Okay. And at the time when you bought it, did you ever think about combining it all together for one big, or are you waiting to sell the lots?
I didn't give it any consideration,
All right,
to be honest.
okay. I don't have any more questions right now.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
if I may ask Mr.
Oh, yes.
Gillespie. Ms. Gillespie, I was sitting here looking at, your house is in the middle parcel, correct?
That is correct.
By chance, did you buy that? Was there a strategy that you bought those 2 outer parcels as a way to ensure greater privacy?
Was certainly, actually, I owned all 4 of the parcels at one point, and I sold the one that's on the bottom. I sold that one probably 10 years ago.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
At this time, Mr. Gillespie, if you don't mind, if you would have a seat, and let us
Okay.
hear from the county. We'll probably just have the county at this point address only parcel number 5061, okay?
Okay.
Because we got to have some order to take them individually, and then I'll give you a chance for a rebuttal after they present, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So on, all of the land values will be the same because it's in the same neighborhood. So this is Fairfax Farms. It is a neighborhood, it's not rural Cuthbertson. It's not being treated that way. The rural land is different. The parcels here, even though this is an older neighborhood, there's no vacant land sales here because everything is built out, okay? So we used allocation to develop the land pricing in this neighborhood. That means it gets a constant for every lot. So to your point about combination, okay? So that constant is applied to each parcel, okay? And then per acre, because there's such a variance in the acreage in this subdivision, they get a per acre price. And you can see that on the allocated sales. You can actually see those sales on page 39. That's the list of the sales. And then if you just go back to 37 and 38, shows every lot in that subdivision, in that neighborhood, and shows how they're in line. So it is strictly based on the constant plus the acre rate divided by the price per acre, okay, for every parcel in there. He is receiving the flood discount. This parcel came up in the 2021 appeal, and that influence was added by the board, and it still remains on all three parcels. And to the, on page, I believe it's 14, 15, and 16 is the email that he was referring to on the parcels that he supplied. And I did look at those and created the sheet on page 40, which is, I believe, what some of you are referencing, that show that the sales were after 1/1 of 25. And they're also, just as a note, they're also in the rural area. So they're not priced the same because this is a constant plus acre rate neighborhood, and it's priced as by allocation. So it's a different methodology as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
Any questions?
See if we have any questions, Ms. Chastain. Mr. Benson, any questions for the county?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Castain, where would you say the difference of mindset is coming from?
I don't want to speak to someone's mind or what they may be thinking, but I think that, just as a side note, Cuthbertson Rule would actually increase his price for land. Okay, so that is not an avenue that I would take for him, obviously, because the parcels that are outside of this neighborhood are priced higher in the rural areas. I believe that sometimes in the county, things are looked at from a perspective as, oh, let me go here and here and here. And I think there may be a misconception on areas, specific areas. As we know, those can be quite different and sell quite different within the county. And Cuthbertson is sought after, so
Right.
that area is a higher priced area in the county.
Thank you.
Sure.
Mr. O'Keefe?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Mr. Smith?
Probably ought to ask this back to the petitioner, but you
He'll be back
mentioned.
up. He'll be back up.
I know, but has any documentation been provided to the county on septic, on whether these lots perk or not?
The majority of these parcels have houses on them.
I know that, but there's a
Okay.
number without, and that could lead to, maybe they can't. I just don't know
Well-
if they have provided to you anything or not.
They have not,
Okay.
to my
That
knowledge,
was the question.
they have not, yes. I would say that, you know, he owns these parcels, and he sold the one below him, and
Yep.
it looks like there's a house there.
There's a
so-
house on it.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you.
Mr. Ashcraft?
So in looking at your numbers that you presented for the neighborhood lot price,
Yes, sir.
it seemed to me all to be pretty equitable with everybody in the neighborhood.
Correct.
And
Yes,
that's-
everyone is priced exactly the same
Yeah.
with the constant plus acre rate.
I don't have any more questions.
Thank you, Ms. Chastain.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Gillespie, I'll give you a chance for any rebuttal.
Thank you.
Just make sure we got the mic there.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
To answer your question,
Yeah.
these do not park, these properties do not perk on the roadside of the parcels. You have to go over or under the creek to the perk areas in the back.
Okay.
And I did bring that up back, I guess it was in the last time we had an appraisal or a revaluation. I have I have an issue with kind of understanding an allocation. I don't understand when we're comparing a $1 million house to a 5-acre vacant parcel, how you can come up with the allocated price per acre. Secondly, as I indicated to begin with, they're not allocated at the same price, the land value's not at the same price. On parcel 061, it's 58,436. On 062, it's 73,635. And on parcel 063, it's 59,889. Why wouldn't they all be allocated at the same value? And again, I still, can I have an explanation of how allocated prices work versus actual sales comparisons of similar land size lots that are sold?
Yeah, and I think that conversation would have to be off to the side of this meeting and have one of the county staff sit down with you and go through that, okay? Which I think they'll be glad to do that, okay? I think that would be Ms. Chastain would need to speak with you, and she may be able to speak with you while you're here today,
Okay.
as long as we don't interrupt the flow of the meeting, okay? So, be glad to work with you on that point. We need, just probably for the record, to roll through these other two and have them located and just speak to them if there's anything any different, okay? So if you'll stay there, Mr. Gillespie.
Yes, sir.
And we'll move to the next one on the agenda, okay?
Okay?
So hearing number 3, also for taxpayer Dennis Gillespie, property key number 06105062. We're happy to jump the lining over if you want on the map, or you can look at it how it is, however you
I
want.
think we're good
You're
here.
good?
We're good,
All right.
Mr. Chairman.
There we go.
Okay. And just for the matter of the record, Mr. Gillespie, is there anything specific on this particular parcel on 5062, which would,
Yes, that the land value is what, $15,000 more than the other two land values.
okay,
The land value is 73,635
15K.
per acre.
I'm gonna make a note there, okay? Members of the board have any questions real quick for Mr. Gillespie on this particular one?
Not I, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
I don't have anything.
Nice, Rand.
Since we're talking about where your house is,
Yes, sir.
and you talked about your no perk, do you have a no perk from the county, or it does perk for these lots?
They do perk. Well,
Obviously.
back in '89 when I bought them, they perked.
Right.
Yes.
And so what I'm saying is, you have your house on this lot,
Yes.
so obviously it perks, which is kind of considered an advantage on the land, but, you know, the fact that you have a house there, that's called an improvement, and being that it perks, you know, that you can have sewer, or you have your own sewer. But where is that located? Your sewer pump, whatever, to your septic
The
tank?
septic is all the way towards the back of the,
Same as your other two lots, is that correct?
Yes, sir. That is
So-
correct.
So you can build a house on it, and you can do it, so that's not an issue.
that is correct.
All right, thank you. I don't have any more questions.
Okay. With that, Mr. Gillespie, let me see if does the county have any comments on this one to make? So the county doesn't have any comments as it relates to parcel number 5062, okay?
All right, then that'll take us to hearing number 4 for taxpayer Dennis Gillespie, property key number 06105063.
And then any specific comments you'd like to make on this one, Mr. Gillespie?
No, sir.
I think we've covered it all.
Yes, I
okay?
think we have.
And then for the county, Ms. Chastain, any questions?
No, sir,
Members
Mr.
of the
Chairman.
board, Mr. O'Keefe?
I have
Oh.
some questions in regard to the floodplain.
Okay, ask away.
And, well, I think it's going to be more to the county
Okay,
than
so Ms. Chastain, if you could, yeah.
just to understand that.
Yes, sir.
There's some talk earlier, there is a certain allocation for floodplain, or an allowance, excuse me. Could you explain that to me and how it impacts the 3 lots?
Yes, so there is 20% flood that was added from the last 2021 appeal, and that remains now. And it applies to both the constant that we talked about for each lot and also the acreage. And I have a breakdown, and I'll be glad to go over that with Mr. Gillespie as well, to show him the exact figures.
So there's a 20% floodplain allowance on all 3,
Yes, sir.
and then there's an additional consideration?
So there's 2 values for land. There's a
Yep.
constant and then the acre per rate, the rate per acre, sorry. And the 20% would be added to the constant line and also to the rate per acre line. So it's for the whole entire parcel.
Gotcha.
He's getting a 20% discount for flood.
Thank you.
Sure.
Any other questions for the county on this particular one?
No, sir, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Chastain. And thank you, Mr. Gillespie. Thank you. Okay, all righty.
All right, if it's okay, we're going to go back to hearing number 1.
Okay.
And this is going to be for property key number 06147250, and the taxpayer is present.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
We are looking at Hemby Place, which I'm going to zoom out here a little bit, give us better. Sorry, I've got the wrong parcel. Pardon me.
Wow.
We've already had appeal from this neighborhood that he's going to show us. You're going to remember it. Same.
I might remember the street.
So this neighborhood is on the corner of Providence Road and Hemby, directly across the street from Highgate.
Yep.
Highgate's over here, and then you can also see the Harris Teeter on the corner of Weddington Road and Providence Road.
Yep.
Right there. Does that give you gentlemen a
Think
good idea of where the
everybody-
neighborhood is?
Perfect.
Yeah, everybody
Perfect.
got it? Okay.
Perfect.
This is Bexley, right?
Sorry, sir.
Bexley?
Hemby Place.
Hemby
So-
Place?
Yes,
I
sir.
thought this
It's
was
it's the
Bexley.
new neighborhood that was put in on the corner there of Hemby and Providence in the last
I
year,
thought
year and
that
a
we
half.
called that Bexley.
Okay.
Shall I take a different angle there for you gentlemen?
That looks great to me.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah.
Trying to get a,
There we go.
Perfect.
That's
Oh,
good.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
all right,
Perfect.
good deal.
Yeah.
All right.
You got skill.
Strong kung fu.
Is it Mr. Machurla?
Yes, good morning.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, actually, this
And
is
keep
Baxley.
in mind, I think when when we were going over some information before the meeting started, basically giving you about 10 minutes to present your information.
Sure.
And then when it gets to be about 8 minutes, the clerk will give you a little warning, and then the county will do the same and present, okay? All
Thank
right?
you, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, by the way, actually, you are correct. This is Baxley. I think Hemby Place was the project that they started, but the community name currently it's Enclave at Baxley.
It's Bexley.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm one of the, initial homeowners. I mean, it's a very small community of 35 homes. Thanks for Nick, all the information that he had shared. I was able to pull some other homes within our community. The difference, what I see is the valuation has been done with the homes which are like much larger, right? Especially the larger homes, they have better upgrades. One example I can give, there are homes which has like 2-stair entryways. Obviously, those upgrades cost a lot more, right? Mine is one of the basic model within the community. And I had just picked up some of the comps, which are like similar model of mine. Everything came in valuation under than, what my home is valued, right? So I think I just wanted to see, I think definitely it's valued more. I might have quoted it a little less earlier, but still, even the final assessment, it's definitely higher than the homes which were purchased, much higher price than mine. But their valuation came in less, but my valuation is much higher. So, yeah, I think that's the main thing which I wanted to, bring it to the board. And I do have those numbers, which I could share this copy of it.
And I think we may have that. Your sales, is that your sales data that you presented? Is that what you're talking about?
Sorry?
Are you talking about the sales data that you pulled together?
Yes.
Okay, because I believe we're looking at that. I don't know if the clerk maybe could take a look at it if there's something different, but.
Oh, is there a separate piece?
Yeah,
Is it in here?
well, I'm thinking it's page 14.
14 and
Yes.
15, maybe.
Wouldn't that be his data?
Just not close.
It should be, yeah, page 14.
14 and 15. Is it in the same neighborhood?
I don't know if it is. Doesn't-
Look at the map.
Yeah. It's not.
2002 site.
Is it the same as this information here?
Yeah. I think this is little older information. Earlier, what I did was, I took some of the home values, probably within the other community. But then when I was talking to Nick, he mentioned like, this is assessed more on values that were sold within the community, which I feel like that's another gap. I mean, it should be average of some of the nearby communities as well, not just our community. So that's also another thing I want, board to consider. But even comparing within my community with the similar models, it is definitely, valued higher than others.
Okay, so I'm not looking at the addresses, but I have caught a couple of these. These are within your same development.
Yeah, the one
Right.
that I presenting
Right.
today,
These are.
within my community.
Has the county had a chance to look at these? Nick,
I looked at it last night, yes. sir.
did you? Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay,
We're
okay.
fine.
I do believe it is the same data on page 14 from
Is it? Okay.
Glance and Added, I believe. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, and I'll keep this here to the side. So with that, Mr. Machola, let me get you to have a seat.
Okay.
Well, any questions from Mr. Machola, starting with you, Mr. Benson?
No, sir.
Mr. O'Keefe?
No, thanks.
Mr. Smith?
I believe all his comps are within Weddington, so I really don't have any.
Okay. Mr. Ashcraft?
When did you acquire your property?
It was in September 2023.
23? And all your comps are in 23, pretty much close to the same, is that correct?
Yeah, it's
The way
either
I looked
23 or
at it.
24. Yeah.
And what did you pay to acquire the property in 23?
It's 1.18 or 1.19.
Okay, yeah, it says sell amount $1,188,000. Is that
Yes,
correct?
That's correct.
And that was in 23 September. Okay,
Yes.
I'm good. Thanks.
Thank you.
And then your opinion of value is what I'm looking at here, $1.2 million. Is that,
When I compared initially, yes, but within the neighborhood, definitely it might be a lot more. But if I compare with other communities, it is way higher.
okay, okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Let us hear from the county. Once the county finishes their presentation, I'll come back to you if you want to have any rebuttal comments.
Sure.
If that-
Thank you.
okay. Mr. Parker?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
If you will turn to page 27 in your packet, this is where the comparables, the analysis starts. And then that gives you an idea of where the comps are that we used. And then if you turn to page 28, we've used 4 comps within the neighborhood. They are all 2024 comparables. If you look at the gross adjustments, you will see that 1 and 2 are actually 0 gross adjustments. Comp number 3 is 1%, comp number 4 is 2%. So we've got excellent comparables within the neighborhood, everything is very similar, same builder, same grade, same condition. So we feel like the number is correct.
Okay. Questions for the county, Mr. Ashcraft?
Have we had another appeal from this same neighborhood earlier this year? I thought so.
We have.
Okay, I agree. I remember that too, and you had the comps for that then. So I don't have any questions.
Mr. Smith?
No, I remember the previous appeal, it was a
Yeah, the
similar
lady.
type of lot.
Right, okay. Mr. Benson?
No, sir.
Mr. O'Keefe?
No, thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Parker.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Petrola, do you have any final rebuttal comments?
I mean, no further comments, but at
Okay.
least, you know, I'm looking for board to see, you know, what's the best value that can be assessed at.
Okay. And like I said, I don't think you were here early on when I was going through the order of the meeting. We'll go into the deliberation phase after we get finished with the agenda. You're welcome to stay, or otherwise you'll be notified in writing, by the county within about 30 days of our decision.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
have a good day.
Uh-huh.
All right, that'll take us to hearing number 5, property key number 06204217. The taxpayer is Jacob and Christine Mazur.
So, gentlemen, we're looking at a neighborhood, Providence Downs in Marvin Ridge. You can see that this is Newtown and Crane. Just to expand out a little bit further, see if I can find. So the high school is, Marvin Ridge High School is in this area down to the south. Does that help?
Yeah,
Good.
I'm familiar with it.
I am
Yeah,
too.
familiar.
Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
Zoom in,
zoom
maybe.
in if you don't mind.
That'd be great. That's good.
Okay.
Great. Mr. Mazur? Good
Thank
morning.
you. Thank you for making the time to hear from us. I'm here with my wife, Christine.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
One.
So when we received the analysis, we actually received 3 analyses. I believe the third one is not being considered today, but let's talk about the first 2. We live in Providence Downs community. Nothing to complain about with Providence Downs.
Yeah.
Very nice community. But the comparisons that were sent to us included homes not only from 2023, but also from the Providence Downs South community, which is a clear step up from our community. And that happened, like I said, in every analysis we have received. When we remove the Providence Downs South comps, we are in the 1.1 to 1.2 range for our property, which I think is fair. As you can see, the evaluation came in considerably higher than that, right? And I also conducted an analysis of every sale in Providence Downs, and I also included 2 neighboring communities, which I understand we can't use in this case. There's Oldenburg and there's Walden Pond. Walden Pond, I think, only had 2 sales in 24. Oldenburg had a handful, but those are very new homes. But the point is that when I look at all the sales in Providence Downs and adjust them for square footage and just square footage, as a matter of fact, I didn't even take land into consideration, we again end up in that 1.1, 1.2 range, right? Because a couple of things to point out regarding our house. This is one of the smallest homes in this community on one of the smallest lots in this community, right? Many of the homes that we are being compared to or were compared to in the past are 50% larger, like home right next door to us. 50% larger on a 50% larger lot, yet it came in only I think, $150,000.
It's 1.6.
Yeah, it was valued at 1.6, right?
That's
So-
we think is the closest comparison. It's just north of where, it's just above where we are. That house is on 1 full acre versus 2/3, so it's 50% bigger. It's a 5,800 square foot home as compared to 3,900 square feet. It was just tough to swallow to think of how close you evaluated my house, because we would never get anywhere close to that home if we were forced to sell it.
Right, it has outbuildings, the home next door has an outbuilding, a court, a sports court in it. I mean, you name it. It's just a clear step up above our home, and yet it's valued ballpark in the same, around the same number. Now, what's interesting is if you look at Providence Downs South, now you're talking about a significant increase in price, right? And that is the point of contention here, is that Providence Downs is being compared to Providence Downs South, and yet they're not the same communities. There's a clear difference in the types of homes that exist in both communities. Now, something else that I'll mention is when I expanded my comps beyond my community, since the tax gentleman, he expanded it to Providence Down South, I went in the opposite direction in about 2 miles, to stay within the same distance, and I found 3 sales in a community nearby that hovered between 1 million and 1.1 million. And those homes were actually a little bit larger than ours, on a similar lot than ours. If we adjust for square footage, our house would then come in just below 1 million. Right? And this is why I think a valuation between 1.1 and 1.2 is a fair valuation.
And just, if we can exclude Providence
Make
Downs-
sure we're speaking into the mic there, too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just that if Providence Downs South, which is not our community, not our homeowner association, not our community, if we can exclude that completely, we think that we feel confident that the average in 2024, right before January 1, 2025, just in our community of Providence Downs and our acreage and square footage shakes out to be how my husband evaluated it.
Okay.
And he sent those comps
Okay.
as well.
Let's see if members of the board have questions, for you both. Mr. Smith,
Not at this time. I'll possibly ask the county.
Mr. Benson.
When did y'all purchase this home?
We built the home, we purchased the land in 2011?
2011.
11, and actually moved in 2014.
It's 2014, so that's what, like 9 years? Okay.
Oh, and that's something else. I mean, you just brought up a good point. One of the comps is a brand-new sale from 2 years ago. Okay, so, again, our home is in a very good condition. It's well-built, but it's not a new home. And I know there are adjustments that the county does for that, but I think just looking at like for like, or just sales in that community, I think that's a more accurate way to look at valuation.
And that's why the average is applicable. Some
Right.
are a little higher, some are a little bit lower. We feel we probably shake out middle of the pack. So kind of averaging the higher and the lower, I think, is fair.
Thank you. That's it, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Mr. O'Keefe?
I'm just trying to find the comps that are being discussed. Is it on page 23? Built. But I'm picking it up on 16 on your letter.
Yes.
These are all-
Yes, those are all ours. And if you notice that if we only look at Providence Downs, I mean, we're even on the low end of the 1.1 to 1.2 range. That's what I'm saying, that, depending on how we look at these comps, there will be some fluctuation here, but Providence Downs South should be excluded from the comp.
And when you speak of the difference between Providence Downs and Providence Downs South, how do we delineate which
Yeah.
one is which? I'm just trying to,
So we know
If I'm
it
looking
by
on page 20
address.
If I'm looking at page 23 and 24, those are your comps, is that correct? Or am I on a different page?
Are you on 16?
Wait a minute, I might be 16.
Well, they're both.
Our comps, I believe, were on page 16. Everything on page 16 is strictly Providence Downs, our community.
Okay, got you. That answers my question. Okay. Mr. Ashcraft, any questions?
Sure. When all these sales took place in '24?
Yes, correct. That's actually a short list.
Yeah. It's been built out, right? Where y'all live, it's been
Largely,
there for a
we have
long
like-
time, you don't have much turnover, you know, the way things are, that's the way it works in.
I mean, it's some 300 or 400 homes, so it's a
Right,
pretty good sized community.
And it has a built date, which I think it's good to look at, but I'm still not sure what date they actually sold, but your whole premise is basing on just your community only for the comps, and it verifies that it's worth, in your opinion, 1.1, is it?
1.15 is, I just went right in the middle between 1.1 and 1.2.
Okay. And the county has a value of 1,367,000, is that correct?
Correct, yes.
All right. I don't have any more questions right now.
Okay. Mr. and Ms. Mazur, if you would, have a seat. We'll have the county present their information, then I'll come back to you. Okay?
Great, thank you.
Gentlemen, just a couple of quick points. On page 16, just looking at the information briefly, one of the important things to consider, number one, is year built. Mr. Mazur's home is a newer home. It's on an infill lot he built after the majority of the neighborhood was built out. And he is a smaller home in a larger home neighborhood. So keep that in mind. We're also talking about taking the average price per square foot, again, using larger homes, which are going to be a lower dollar per square foot. So if we pull up our comps from page 37, all of these homes are within Providence Downs on the MLS, on the Charlotte MLS. They're all excellent quality. You will see that the majority of them, comp number one is a newer comp, built in 2021, but the remaining comps, the other four comps, are all significantly older than his. They're all similar in size. He does have a very high-end pool in the back of his, so we took that into consideration, and obviously we adjust out. If you look at other improvements, we do adjust out for the homes that don't take that into consideration or don't have a pool. So at the end of the day, again, it's a newer home in a gated custom home community in Marvin Ridge. And a smaller home, which is being pulled up in value by the larger homes in the area somewhat.
Questions, Mr. Ashcraft?
Yeah, on there. Now, I'm just going with their comps on page 16. And they have one that is 4,161 square feet, and their house is what, 38 something, 39? So it's pretty close to that. I mean, it's pretty close. And that sold for $1,525,000, but it was definitely built in '22. How much a difference do you think that would make from 14? That's an 8-year. And really, I don't know how you do that. Go ahead. Just a question. I haven't looked at these houses, I have no idea, you know, what this one looks like and what it has, so.
Unfortunately, I'd have to really take a look on the MLS to get a more accurate idea as far as price-wise. But yes, it's 9 years, newer. Does it have a pool? I'm not sure. Does it have a?
See, that's the part
An
that I was
excellent
trying
pool.
to say to you. I
Yes, sir.
don't know what the difference is between that house and this house with
Yeah.
just these numbers in front of me.
Right.
I don't.
You know, again, at the end of the day, everything over there is in a gated community. Providence Downs, they are gated custom home communities. So they're all nice homes. There's no question about it.
Let me ask you another question real quick on on the county's comps. What comps did you use? And I'm just trying to, is that okay to go ahead
Yeah,
and,
yeah. I mean, that's page, doesn't that begin on 38,
I don't know.
38, 39, 40, somewhere, I don't know what
Uh,
I'm saying.
Starts on 37.
37.
37, okay, now I got it. And you're basing your price based on these comps here.
Correct.
And
So
they,
all three of these are within a mile of.
but they're not
of
in their actual community, maybe the Man of War is,
First two,
okay?
okay, and you'll notice if you look at neighborhood, okay, 25, 12, 110, same neighborhood, okay?
Okay, so 1, 2, and 3 comps are in the same neighborhood?
So 1 and 2, same section.
Same
okay?
section?
3
Uh-huh,
and 5, different section of Providence Downs,
okay,
okay? And 4, the other section. There are 3 sections of Providence Downs.
right. But
Okay.
this is in theirs,
So 1 and 2, which are weighted the heaviest.
Okay.
Least amount of adjustments,
right?
okay, are in the same section as the subject, okay? Same grade,
Is that the same house that I was talking about earlier with their comps? Your comp number 1, is that the exact same one? It says,
I believe it is.
okay. Sold for 1.525. All right. So you do have your comps, and based on that, you feel very comfortable with the overall.
I do, because at the end of the day, we adjust out based on our schedule of values. So adjustments are made for year built, square footage, and so on.
Okay. I don't have any more questions.
Okay, thank you. Mr. O'Keefe?
Yeah, it's on the exact same pages here. I'm just trying to get a handle on, they've done a solid job of laying out the sales of all homes in Providence Downs on page 16. We've got one solid comp on Sunday Silence, which is the last one, which came in at 366,000, or $366 per square foot. What is the square foot on this house? I can't find that page.
It says 3,904 square feet.
But what's the value, dollars per square foot?
I don't know if it has, it doesn't have it listed, I don't think, in here. Just gives land value. And other improvements, which is probably the pool for the subject that we're dealing with, I don't know. It doesn't say.
What was the question, Mr. O'Keefe?
What are you using as dollars per square foot? Where's that page?
For
Page
our
4?
comparables?
That's
no.
what they did.
For the
For the
subject, I
subject.
think.
For the
Where
subject.
did it land? 6.
Well, it's probably about
Well, I can do the math.
4 and the,
Like you
About
said, you also,
300.
you have to be mindful to take the
300.
pool out as well, because that's not gonna be apples to apples, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
okay.
So that makes it a little more difficult when the subject has a pool.
And then the conversation, there's some discussion south versus regular. Providence Downs South versus Providence Downs. There are 3 sections in Providence Downs. Is Providence South one of them?
Yes.
Providence Downs
Yeah.
South is one.
Is that odd?
Providence down south is a totally different community.
Yeah, they don't want to use those.
No, I understand. I'm just trying to understand. In your mind, though, that is one of the 3 sections that would be a viable source for comps.
We would use it, yes.
Correct, okay, I just
Okay?
wanted.
From a square footage perspective, from a location perspective, from a grade perspective, okay? These are excellent homes.
All
Excellent
gated.
plus. It's all gated, it's all custom.
But you lean.
It's all in Marvin Ridge, same school district.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good point.
You lean heavier on the ones just in Providence Downs.
Well,
but our-
with our comparables, our number 1 and 2 comps
Both in
are same section.
Right, right.
Same area, same everything. And we weight them based on the number 1 comp is weighted the heaviest, and so on.
But those comps are not in Providence Downs South, is what I'm trying to get at.
No, these
are
number 1
in
comp, number 2
that
comp,
hood. Got it.
same section as the subject.
Just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Benchin.
I had wrote a question, I think you nipped at it just now with Mr. O'Keefe. So there was mixing of the 2 neighborhoods in terms of.
Of the sections,
Of the
yes.
Okay, all right. They met, smaller home in a large home neighborhood. Talk about that for a second. I just want to get clarity on that.
As far as larger the home,
No, the
Smaller
phrase,
the
a
dollar-
smaller
or-
home in a large home neighborhood.
yeah.
What does that do?
Typically,
to-
smaller homes are pulled up in value based on what they're surrounded by. So the dollar per square foot on a larger home is going to be less than a smaller home. The smaller home is going to have a higher dollar per square foot, excuse me.
So on a taxing basis, it would probably fall in the category of not being beneficial to the homeowner. But on a selling basis, it would be extremely beneficial to the homeowner.
Absolutely, because you're in a more desirable area, okay? You're probably a little less expensive than your neighboring homes. So, people want to be in those areas. People want to be in the Marvin Ridge School District, which is top 3 in the state. To be able to get into a gated custom home community for less, people are willing to pay.
All right, so, so it's a case where the homeowner really becomes two different people depending on the situation at hand.
Time of year
Tommy?
or circumstance.
Okay, and, from the standpoint of schools, as a member of the school board and blessed to serve as chairman, we believe all of our school communities are great.
And they are, and it's
No
been
matter where in
proven
the
lately
county
with
you
all of
fall.
the information that's come out as far as Union County schools.
All right, and we are number 1 in the whole state as a district.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Thank you for allowing me that point of privilege.
You're welcome. Oh, man.
But I guess then you get the perception based on the high school realtor scores
Yeah,
of
we-
desirability, and
Yeah,
that's a different
right.
perception.
Mr. Smith.
get that.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Really not. I think this has been pretty thoroughly explained.
Right, okay. Thank you, Mr. Parker.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Missouri, any final comments you'd like to make?
There are, I'm not sure what's on, can you flip to that page? Yeah. Well, my wife is looking up page 37, because there were some references made to that page. I'd like to make sure that we understand what's on there. Wanted to emphasize that the comps, Providence Downs South is not Providence Downs, that it's not a different area of Providence Downs, regardless of who says what. We can look at the maps, we have the addresses here. If you look at the address, it is Providence Downs South, totally different community, a step up. So in each instance of those comps should be removed. Right, so that's the first thing. Second thing I wanted to point to is the Sunday silence comp showed up on every analysis that was done. And yet that is an outlier. It is the most expensive per square foot and per total price home sold in Providence Downs. Homes that are closer to our home in size, in lot size, they were excluded, for some reason they were excluded from these comps. Okay, that's, so if we remove that one and remove the one from Providence Down South,
Which is Lookout Circle.
Lookout Circle is Providence Down South.
Comp number 4, that's not our community.
That's not our community. So, value per square foot, we could look at it, we're going to lend, when everything is said and done, we're going to lend somewhere around 300. Again, depends on how we do the comps, right? And let's see, oh yes, one more thing. Providence Down South, I mean, Providence Downs is a very nice community. So homes, and people who move there tend to have disposable income to make changes to homes. So when you start looking at homes that are 15, 20 years old, chances are those homes were significantly revamped on the inside. They're very, very new, very good, very high-end upgrades and so forth. A lot of people moving there from the Northeast. And so it's not just looking at the year and adjusting for the year because our house was built 10 years later than another house. Our house is actually doesn't look as nice on the inside as the other homes, the older homes that were already revamped, refurbished.
Can I say something?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just, when they get to be a certain age, and I don't think it's limited to our community, house gets to be 17, 18, 20 years old, before people sell them, they'll update them. So, and then what you would see with some of these comps, I believe, some of the sales of some of the older homes, they've been updated. So, we had a hard time securing new homeowners insurance last year because our roof was over 10 years old. And that's because our carrier moved out of state, and it was, so I don't think that age is, I don't think it's a flat line there. I think that, the expectation in the community, once the house gets to be a certain age, is people refresh them.
Okay. Well, y'all have done a good job presenting the information and good detail, and appreciate it. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right, that'll take us to hearing number 6 for property key number 09149061. And the taxpayer is Walk Up Properties, Partners LLC.
Good morning.
Morning.
This parcel is located, yeah.
Owner on that one?
Sure.
I made a mistake on that one, we can pass on that. I concede on that parcel.
You accept the value we have?
So
Okay.
We do.
on hearing number 6, okay.
So on hearing number 6, you're accepting the tax office opinion value of $389,400. Is that correct for the record? Okay.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, do you mind to tell us what your name is for the record?
Jonathan McCall.
Jonathan McCall?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
It's,
That was an easy one.
was that Walk Up
We're good.
Partners LLC?
You're enjoying it
Okay.
Let's keep doing that.
Okay.
for the money.
All right.
Ready for them?
Let the clerk, yeah. Okay.
All right, so that will move us to hearing number 7 for property key number 09087003D. The taxpayer is B and C Land Holdings LLC.
This is a parcel on 74, just past Hilltop. The chicken processing plant is there on parcel 01, and we're going out towards Wingate.
I'll concede on this one as well.
Man, I'm having a great day today.
Yeah,
I want you to take note of
Johnny,
that,
yeah,
Mr. Harold.
yeah.
That's good work.
Here we go.
All right, I had a whole packet in there.
Hold on just a minute.
Don't
So,
stop now.
right.
So for the record,
So for the record, yes, I have that Mr. McCall is here on behalf of BNC Land Holdings LLC, and he is accepting the value of 2,692,200, is that correct? 2,200,000, excuse me, $2,692,200?
That's correct.
All right, that is correct. All right, that'll take us to hearing number 8.
Brent, I don't like your chances on this.
Yeah.
yeah,
But, yeah, we're gonna hope for you.
yeah. Yeah.
This is for property key number 09417001. The property owner is BNC Land Holdings LLC.
All right, so this parcel is located off Doster Road, right across from the entrance to the Stonebridge Golf Community. So if you're leaving Monroe, coming down on
Where the big solar farm.
Highway 75, Waxhaw Highway, turn onto South Rocky River Road, and then you'll turn right onto Doster Road, and the parcel will just be down there on the left.
Okay, I'm just turned around a little bit. That's the solar,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
the big
sir.
solar farm.
Yeah.
down
on
So
Rocky
there's the
River.
Stonebridge
Yeah.
Golf Course,
Yeah.
the entrance
To
in
the
there.
south of stuff.
Right, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I got you. I was just turned around there a little bit. Okay. Mr. McCall, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm not going to concede too quickly on this one. As you can see, this is farmland. There weren't any comps to be able to present on this. Basically, the only thing that I have to share is what's public record. There are no utilities to this, and it's in the present use program to
It's
double
in
in
the- It's in the
value.
what?
There are no utilities to the property.
And it's in what program?
The present use and the
Okay.
ag program.
Thank you, sir.
And
Farm to farm.
you can't tell too much from this, but it's being farmed, it's been farmed for years. And there's nothing to do with it other than to farm it at this time. Maybe one day we'll have some utilities that would come down there, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Well, you got
I'm
some
sure this
power
board
there.
knows.
Yeah, you got power right next
Got
door.
power with all those.
Yeah, and I'd love to do a deal with Frank anytime he
I
wants
bet you
to.
would.
so.
All right. Okay, questions for Mr. McCall, Mr. Ashcraft,
No.
Mr. Smith?
I'll wait for the county. I want to see how they arrived at their value per acre.
Mr. Benson?
No, not at this time, Mr.
Mr.
Chairman.
O'Key?
No, thanks.
Okay. Then how many acres, I know we got it right here, but
This one's 81, I believe. This is Doster.
81 acres?
81 acres, yes, sir.
Okay. And it's all in production then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. I think we're good here. Let us hear from the county, then I'll give you a chance for any rebuttal comments.
All right, so as y'all stated, this parcel, it is the 81.25 acres. If you go to page 16 for this hearing packet, you will see the land sales that we provided. They range from 56.392 acres all the way to 86.282 acres. And the median price per acre is $17,963. We currently have the value for this parcel listed at $11,648 per acre. So we do not see the reason to make any adjustment on this parcel. And as he stated, this is in the present use value program. I had a discussion with Ms. Presson at their office on August 22nd, and we went over the difference in what the market versus taxable value is.
Good to,
But they've provided no information for us to consider making a change on this parcel.
Okay. Questions, Mr. Smith?
What does the present use bring it down to for the taxpayer, just
The
curious.
taxable value
Yeah.
on this one is $34,100.
Okay.
And for last year, it was the same thing, $34,100.
Good. Mr. Benson,
No, sir, not at this time.
Mr. O'Keefe?
I'm good right now, thank you.
I got you, didn't I, Mark?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. Smith.
Yes, sir.
Any rebuttal comments, Mr. McCall, on this one?
I think the only thing that I would add to that, again, the only use for this property is for farming. And to be able to do that, to be able to even pay the present use, to be able to stay in that, I want to be able to continue to lease to farmers.
Right.
They're an important part of our program, and we're an important part of their program. So that's really what this would be. And I don't foresee this ever coming out anytime soon. As
Right.
most people, if you just look at the utilities, there's nothing coming here to increase that up. Average price to be able to make that even work is about $7,500 an acre for farmers these days. And if you don't believe me, ask a few. We have several.
Right.
And they're important to us. They're important to everybody in this room. And we want to keep it in that system. So that's all I have to say.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that'll take us to hearing number 9, property key number 09417001M for B&C Land Holdings LLC.
So this parcel is still just really right on the other side of the Stonebridge Golf Course. If you go down, you have 2 access points off Waxhaw Highway and then off Old Waxhaw Highway, right before you get to that Parkdale company right there on Waxhaw Highway.
That's Parkdale.
Parkdale Mills?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Mr. McCall?
Second verse, this is farmland. It's been farmland. It's being cropped as we speak now. Nothing changes. There's no utilities to this property either. It's just on the other side of what would be Stonebridge. And nothing's changing on this for the foreseeable future.
Okay. Questions, Mr. O'Keefe,
No questions right now.
Mr. Benson?
No, sir. No questions, Chairman.
Okay. Mr. Smith?
No, none at this time. I'll talk to the county.
Mr. Ashcraft?
No, sir.
Yeah. I reckon I'm just curious, the current value on it's $793, and I get it if you just kind of take the use value out of it. What's your opinion of value?
Of this one?
Right.
Let's see. This is Waxhaw Monroe.
Right.
Yeah.
If I did it at $7,500 an acre, it'd be between $375,000 and $400,000.
Yeah, 400,000 or 500,000.
Okay. All right. And with that, we'd have a seat. We'll hear from the county on this one too, Mr. McCall.
All right, so with this one, if you go to page 15, you will see all the cells that we provided during the initial appeal. This parcel is 48.592 acres, and if you look at the cells listed, we have them ranging from 36.816 acres to 86.289 acres, and the median price per acre is at $18,740. We currently have this parcel valued at $16,320. As it's been stated, this is in the present use value program. It is in the farm program. We still have to price it based off the sales that we have and come up with the market value. Now, with it being in the program, they can get the deferment and the lower rate. So I know the question was asked on the last one. The amount they would be paying tax on this parcel is $20,400. And we currently have it valued at $793,000. And they've provided no information and no sales for me to consider changing the overall market value for this parcel.
Questions for Mr. Smith? Mr. Benson?
No, sir.
Mr. Smith?
Question. We've seen a lot of farmland in the last month or two, And it seems to have some real variety and value, even though it's basically flat farmland. A lot of it's been 7, 8, 9,000 acre, then this is considerably higher. Is it purely location?
So we go off what the sales
That-
are. We have to
You're
look at the
going off of
market,
sales because
what the
it's
market's
been-
driven.
Because it's being bought in a lot of cases to be developed, I guess.
And then if you look on this one, if you want to look at the first comp, the 36.816 acres, I mean, that was just an individual to an individual. They put a house on it. So it's not just, the values are just coming from developers either.
Yeah.
But we have to put what market value is. But the farmers being in the present use value program
I know,
are
I
getting
know.
the advantage from that.
I know we give that generous discount to keep it in farmland.
Correct.
And, okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. O'Keefe?
Just a quick question, Mr. Smith, on the earlier hearing, hearing 8, I've got that it was, the comps were at 17,963, and now they're at 16,320 on this one. It's just the way the comps rolled out, or am I misreading something?
No, they could have other adjustments. I don't have that packet in front of me, but I think their parcel may have like 3.8 acres of adjustment for utility right away on that one.
That's what I
Yes,
was
sir.
getting at. There's, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Ashcraft?
Brent, you say the taxpayer's opinion of value of $24,480 is based on the farm deferment of $500 an acre, and you have 40 acres, is that what you're saying?
Well, that's the value that was put on the appeal. I did speak with someone from the office. I believe it was Ms. Preston. We had that conversation, and I was just informed that they knew the difference. So I didn't know where that value was coming from.
Okay, but that makes sense to me, right?
Yes,
I mean,
and our,
that's truly what the value is on this
well,
land.
it's actually less than that one for the farm. That's
Probably is.
$20,400.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
and so why would they care about what the market value is for their property if they ever sell it is mainly the reason?
It's the rollback
Yeah.
when the market
And that's
value will
like,
come
what,
into
3
account for
years?
there. Yeah, current plus 3. Yes, sir.
Because if they're, I mean, really, if you're only paying 20,000, well, the tax bill on that wouldn't be 20,000, would it? No. It'd probably be about
No.
what?
I mean,
About 200?
like in this specific case,
Yeah. It's just, I just had to ask that and make sure I was figuring that right. I don't
Yes,
have
sir.
any question.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
yes, sir.
Mr. McCall, any rebuttal comments on this particular one?
Yes, I think, explain that a little bit further. It certainly is the rollback taxes is what the concern is, because if we continue to increase the value of farmland comparably to what developed land would be, when it's time for me to sell the property and I have to pay those rollback taxes, I will not be going out and looking for farmland to lease back out. It just won't be something that we do. We'll move away from that. We won't purchase those properties that could be 5, 10, 15 years out. And in the interim, I do lease them to farms, because then I will see I'm paying a value that's 10 to 15 years out versus what it should be today as I lease it to a farmer. So that's the reason why. That's why I contest these of being compared to a developer. That's that. It's two different hats, and in these properties right here, I mean, you guys seen me before. I'm pretty fair, pretty transactional. I'll show you everything that I got. And properties like this where there's nothing going to be done, I just definitely want to just let our voice be heard. So,
Thank you for that comment.
absolutely.
Okay.
All right, that brings us to hearing number 10, property key number 08204011, taxpayer B and C Land Holdings LLC.
So this parcel will be in the Piedmont School District, located within Unionville. If you're leaving on 601 North, you'll go past Sykes Mill Road, keep going a little bit north. It'll be located on the right before you get to Cheney Road.
Okay, Mr. McCall?
third verse, just same thing. This is farmland. It's currently being farmed. It's in the ag program. There are no utilities for this property, and it is, again, falls within the other two categories that we just went through on the properties that I have. That's what the property is. Maybe 10, 15 years from now, there will be something, maybe even less than that, being in the location of being off of 601, but at the same time, it's in Unionville, so there's not a whole lot of developable opportunity on this property in the foreseeable future. But we're not planning to take this out of the program anytime soon. Same statement, farm program.
Okay. Questions for Mr. McCall, Mr. Smith?
Well, I have them for the county again because
I'll come back to you.
it seems that this area, things we have seen recently up in that area had a lower value for farmland than this. So I got a question on that.
Okay.
That'll be separate.
Okay. Mr. Benson?
No.
Mr. O'Keefe?
Wait for the county, thanks.
Okay. Mr. Ashcraft?
On this parcel, how long have y'all owned it? The LLC?
We've owned this one for
How many years?
2 years.
2 years?
Yes, sir.
And that's when y'all kind of realized after you had got it, right? Acquired it, right? 2 years ago? Did you?
2 years
acquire
ago.
it 2 years ago?
We purchased it 2 years ago, yes, sir.
And then the whole thing with the sewer and water and all that's been the reason why you can't develop it, is that correct? You said utilities, I assume.
There were no utility, there was never a plan to put sewer on this, ever. Not
Okay.
that I've known.
All right.
That was kind of my question. Sewer doesn't run up 601.
It
right
does
there.
not, and there's no
Okay.
plan. I mean, if there was, it'd be
Yeah,
many, many years out. So-
Right, okay,
I agree.
okay. Thank you, Mr. McCall. We'll hear from the county now on this one.
So with this one, if you go to page 16, you will see the land sales that were provided. Our land sales range from 28.94 acres all the way down to 87.3 acres. The subject is 87.3 acres, and we have a price per acre of $19,844. Using those three sales, the median price per acre is $19,874, which we're coming in right less than that. And then if you do look at the comp number 3, which is 87.3 acres, it was when they purchased the property.
Yep.
And they purchased the property, it looks like, for $1,735,000. And we currently have it appraised at $1,732,400. Yes, this parcel as well is within the present use value program, and they get the benefit of that. But when they purchased it, they paid more than what we currently have it listed for.
And what was that purchase price again?
I think $1,735,000.
Right,
It's
okay.
listed there.
Is it, okay? Yeah,
One
I
of the
got it.
comps is the sale.
Right, I got it.
Yeah,
I got it.
that's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
That answered my
Good comp.
question.
yeah. All right. Questions, Mr. O'Keefe,
No, thanks.
Mr. Benson,
No, sir.
Mr. Smith?
And I'll say that even though up that way, a lot of the land, it seems like it's not that value. This is proximity to 601, I think, is what drives the price and why they paid the price for it. Thank you.
No,
Mr.
sir.
Ashcraft, okay.
I don't have any questions.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Mr. Smith. Mr. McCall, any final rebuttal comments on this one?
Sure. Just to validate the sales price of what we paid for it, we do a lot of 1031s, and in doing so, we put together a lot of farmland, and you have to put values on each piece of them, and that just happens to be one of the higher values that we put on that. So that's the reason for the sales price on there.
Okay. So noted. Okay, thank you. Probably just stand there if you want to. I think we got you again, don't we?
Yes, hearing number 11, property key number 07099-021, and the taxpayer is B and C Land Holdings LLC.
Sorry, I accidentally closed it.
I'll go ahead and say while you're pulling this one up, yeah, I'm on this one.
Okay,
Okay.
Agree with the value.
So for the record, hearing number 11, Mr. McCall is stating that he's okay with the value, which is going to be $1,271,600. All right, thank you.
so noted. Board okay to continue on before we take a 5-minute recess? Try to get
We only
through
have
the
2 more
agenda?
left,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I
Yeah,
mean.
we're close.
Yeah.
And it looks like I trust him.
No, that's fine. We're fine. We're not trying to hurry you, so we're good, okay?
All right, so you ready to go to the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, so this will bring us to hearing number 12. Property key number 08186006A. And this is for CF Master Limited Partnership.
Okay, this one is also located on 601, right at the intersection of Hopewell Church Road in the northern part of the county.
Okay.
This one's just a little different. It's not in the farm program just yet. When we purchased this, we did not have that in the farm program under CF Master Limited Partnership, so we had to wait our 4-year period, which ends this December, I do believe, so we will be in the ag program this January. However, every inch of this property is being farmed. It has been since we purchased the property. This, again, was one of the 1031 opportunities. This happened to be a larger piece, but this is in that area of 601. But there are no utilities on this property. That won't be anytime soon, and it is in the town of Fairview. So it would limit any kind of development zoning opportunities. And there's quite a bit of floodplain on there. So.
Okay. Let us, questions for the taxpayer. Mr. Benson?
No question, but I think all of our appraisers have had a chance to work with this gentleman.
Okay. Mr. O'Keefe?
I'm going to wait and hear from the county, thanks.
Mr. Smith?
How much floodplain do you think you have on this property?
I should know that, but I apologize, I do not. If I
They
had
can
to
put the map
guess.
on and look.
Yeah, if you can pull a layer and it'll show you pretty quick. It's a large amount on the backside, or actually, this might not be the one parcel.
You got it on both.
Yeah, okay, up at the top, yeah, you can definitely see where it's gonna come in.
All the way at the bottom, right there.
Okay.
Okay,
Any, wait, Todd, you got any?
No, I'm good,
Mr.
thank you.
McCall? Mr. Smith?
Have you and the county talked about the floodplain percentage? Have
Mr.
y'all
McCall.
talked about the floodplain percentage on this property with the county?
Maybe get over to the mic.
No, I have not.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll see what the county has to allow on
Yeah.
what they do for floodplain.
Right.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Ashcraft, any questions?
Yeah, I got a question. You said you have to wait 4 years?
Yes, sir.
I just didn't know that. So if you're- if
CF
you're-
Master Limited Partnership was not part of my farm program.
Okay.
And because it was a new entity, we have to wait that regulation
I didn't
before, and we have proof now, and we have crop share income from the Smith Brothers
Yeah.
that we farmed it for 4 years.
Okay.
Okay.
That was,
Thank you, Mr. McCall. You learned something.
I did.
Yeah. Mr. Marshall?
okay. So the parcel total size is 199.11 acres. We do have 39.5169 acres in the flood zone, and that's being discounted 45%.
Oh, it's already been?
Yes.
All right.
Page 16, I'm sorry, 19 is our analysis. You know, it was hard to pull comps for this because it's such a large parcel. The median for tracts over 25 acres is 18,248. This parcel is at 12,854, so it's below the median for these large tracts.
Okay. Everybody with the county?
I understand what he's
Okay.
saying.
Mr. Ashcraft, any questions?
Is it because of the floodplain that it's so below the median?
Yes,
The value?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't have any questions.
from the 45% discount on almost 40 acres.
Okay.
Mr. Smith?
I just look at this map and say, if this is almost 200 acres, and I see the floodplain coming through pretty sizable area, it seemed like to me it'd be more than 40 acres. That's where I'm trying to figure where the math came on that.
Well, when we add these floodplains in the parcel, it's measured.
The computer doesn't, does it?
Correct.
The
Right.
computer
That's what I
does it.
thought.
Right.
I just visually look at it, and to me, it seems like it should be a bigger percentage. I'm just saying that just from a visual point of view. And I just want to make sure we are correct on the amount of floodplain.
Yes, we are. And you'll see on the next parcel, he has quite a bit more
Okay.
flood, and you'll be able to see that.
Okay. That is fine. And the, God, there was something else I was going to ask. I'll go on. I'm done.
Okay.
Mr. Benson? Mr. O'Keefe?
I think I understand exactly how we came up with 12,854.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Marshall.
Sure.
Okay. Any final comments on this one, Mr. McCall?
I think the only thing I would add to this is that, again, our purchase on this was a 1031. It was actually, and we're getting ready to go into, I think, the next two parcels, but it was 1,000 acres combined, 900 and something. And so when you look at that, our purchase price, that's kind of the distortion of the mind, that we picked 1,000 acres plus another 800 acres that went with the property at the time, and we had to set the basis. Floodplain, absolutely, on this one. I think it will be worse on the next one that we see. But then again, all the usable space is for farming, so,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
Question for you. Was it bought as 3 individual parcels? Or was it one larger and broke up for some reason?
No, it was bought as individual parcels. We just happened in the 1031, I think it probably was made up of 5 parcels, I think is what we're getting ready to go through.
Okay.
I think it was 5 or 6 parcels. That's what the purchase was, and we bought the IDs, the deeds as they lay. So we didn't break anything up. We didn't
Yeah.
do any subdivision.
Because if it was one parcel, you would have a larger total piece of property, which
sir.
usually generates a lower price per acre,
Yes, sir.
just for information.
Right.
If you cared to think about that, if it works in your partnership.
Right. What typically, though, to be able to do that, I have to go do a recombination plat and put them all
Yeah.
together. That'd cost that'd be another large amount. So especially when you're just going in the farm program, you want to keep them costs down as much as you
I
can.
understand, I'm just saying
But
that,
absolutely, I understand what you're saying.
that typically the value of a larger tract goes down versus these individual tracts, so.
Yes, sir.
Keep it in mind, it's your decision.
Yep. Thank you.
Then on to the next
My
one.
apologies, yes.
That's all right.
Hearing number 13 is going to be for property key number 08192001. The property owner is CF Master Limited Partnership.
Okay, this property is very close to the one that we just discussed. You can see this is 601 running up in the northern part of the county. The property that we just discussed is just north of this on the right-hand side of the road. So this is a little bit further south on the left. And I've got the flood pulled up so you can see that as well.
Okay. All righty, Mr. McCall.
This is the other, another parcel that was attached to that original purchase. Like you said, it's in the same vicinity. It's right down the road off of 601. It's in the town of Fairview, and it's currently being farmed.
How many acres are being farmed, just roughly, do you know?
I would probably say, probably 600 acres, between 600 and 650 acres. If you take out the.
I'm talking about just this parcel.
Oh, just on this
Yeah.
parcel?
Half, maybe.
What's the total acreage on this one?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
220.
Well, if you don't, I mean, as Mr. Smith just said, I mean, it looks like it's about half of it, roughly.
Yeah, but they can still farm in floodplain. That's the only reason, you know what I mean? I would say,
Mr. Chairman, that's 220.66 acres.
Okay.
Is that the whole
That's the total?
parcel?
That's the total.
okay.
For that 200 and,
So 60% maybe?
Okay.
Maybe 50% with that thicket down at the bottom right. They obviously can't farm in
Right.
there, but they certainly can be up in the floodplain
We
areas.
have a good point
once they
about
are.
floodplain, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Questions for Mr. McCall, Mr. Ashcraft? Yeah.
no, sir.
Okay, Mr. Smith,
Nope.
Mr. Benson?
No, Mr. McCall is a busy man.
Yeah, okay. Mr. O'Keefe?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay. And this one is the same, it's currently not in the use value program.
Correct.
Kinda
We're
like
in
the
year
one before,
4.
you have to wait.
January will be
Right.
in the use program. Yes.
Okay. And your opinion of value is what we see here, is that the 1,525,080?
152, yes, yes, sir.
Okay, all right. And you arrived at that, is that the 7,500
Yes,
per
sir.
acre number?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay,
Yes.
Okay, I got you, okay.
Yep.
We'll hear from the county. Okay.
Okay, so on this one, we do have several different discounts. We've got 89.1635 acres discounted at 45%. We have an additional 12.3695 discounted at 10%, which is, it's kind of hard to see on here. It would be the lighter area is the 10%. And then we also have a right-of-way at 11.6694 acres. This parcel was purchased on December 30th of '21 for $2,177,500, which that comes out to $9,868 an acre, and we currently have $11,135 an acre. So that's about an 11% increase from '21.
Okay,
And again, page 24, you'll see they're the same comps that we had the last time because it's such a large tract of land. So again, the median is 18,248, and this one priced out to 11,135 per acre due to the discounts is why it's significantly lower.
okay. Questions for the county, Mr. O'Keefe?
You said there's discounts for flood, 10% for
A separate flood zone.
separate flood zone.
Right.
And then there's a discount on 11.66 acres for a right-of-way.
Correct.
What's the discount for a right-of-way? Just curious.
Let's see if I can see it. Typically, it would be for power lines. You can't really see it on here.
I didn't see a power line.
You can see it on the southern part of the
You
property.
can see it clear and with a
Yeah.
line going across
Yep,
there.
yep,
Okay,
I
yeah,
got it.
there's
I
a-
can see a tower, 2 towers. Thank you.
Mr. Benson?
And with all those discounts, thank you, Mr. Chairman, that's how y'all came to the 457.2?
Correct.
That's it, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Smith?
Question, the comps on here are 57 to 26 acres, and this one's 220 acres. Did you give any allowance because this is a 5 times larger property than the comps?
Well, so all of these parcels are in the same neighborhood, so it
Well,
would
they
have
may
been
be in
the same
neighborhood,
method.
But a larger tract usually
Right. and
commands a lower price.
That
per
would have been
value.
applied to the amount. So the larger the parcel, typically the lower per acre, which is why you see the drop from
What was the-
17 at 50 acres.
What was the lower per acre before the discounts? What is the number you came up prior to discounts? Per acre?
I don't have that in front of me. I could probably back my way into it.
I mean, I just need to understand, because if you got a 45% discount on a sizable portion and another 10% here or there, and you got one comp down here at 12,000 an acre, of course you got one at 21, but these are all much smaller parcels.
Right.
It would seem to me that at 5 times the size, there is a substantial discount between those 20, 30, 40 acre parcels and a 200 acre parcel.
Right. It is priced lower, and if you
I just
compare it
don't, I don't
to,
see the math here to understand it, to then apply the I mean, you have to have it to apply the discounts to get there.
right, there would have
I
been.
don't see the math, and I don't understand, because I think there's something missing here.
Well, we come up with the base tax amount.
That's what I'm asking for.
Okay.
What was the base tax amount per acre before the discounts?
I don't have that in front of me.
What was the base discount of the total value before the discounts?
I just have what percentage of discount was given on how many acres.
Well, I just have a problem until we see the math, how this works out, that this is a fair number.
Yeah, let me
I have-
make sure.
I have an issue.
Yeah, well, let me make, Mr. Marshall, I mean, if Mr. Smith is requesting that information, that's something you can.
I could get that, yeah.
Yeah, in a matter of 15, 20 minutes, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, by the time we get into deliberation.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to get it for this one
Yeah.
and the previous?
Yeah, they're both substantial.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Mr. Chairman, if we need to do it, we can table it and get the information back at another time if they can't get it done by today.
Yeah,
It's up to you guys.
yeah.
See
We're
how
gonna
fast you
take
get
a
it.
5-minute recess and,
Yeah.
and I think we can just deal with that in deliberations too, and then.
We can, he's
Yeah.
got time.
Yeah. It's got time. If not, it's gonna be a little while before we get to it in deliberations.
Okay.
So if you get
Okay.
delayed, just let us know.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Mark's gone. Okay.
So
Miss-
I'm going to go ahead and call number 14 because it's the last one, so we can just call it in before deliberations, if that's
I don't
okay,
even have
Chairman.
14.
Oh,
Okay.
it's the addendum
It's
A.
just the staff
Okay.
recommendations, so there's no hearing for it, but we'll go
Right.
ahead and call it in. Hearing number 14 is your addendum A, which
Got
is the
it.
staff recommendations that have been settled. So I'm
Right.
just going to call it in before we go into the deliberation when we come back from break.
Sounds good.
All right,
Okay.
so now we're good to take a
Take a 5-minute
5,
recess.
10 minute?
Yeah.
5?
Take a 5-minute
All right,
recess. I
sounds
think it's
great.
good. Okay.
I just have, you gotta show the math. I hate to say it. You know, something they can do it, they just ought to have it written.
See, that was my strategy, Mr. Chairman. I was giving them some more time.
Okay, all right, I hear you.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and call this meeting back to order. So it looks like Mr. Marshall may have the information before we go into deliberations. Maybe
Yes.
I do.
give us the detail Mr. Smith was asking about.
Yes, sir. So prior to the discount, the value on the parcel was $3,100,600, which brings it to a price of $14,051 per acre prior to the discount. Total discount was $643,400, which gets us to the,
2.457.
correct.
And I believe that's what, Mr. Smith, that's what you were looking for, wasn't it?
That is what I was looking for.
That's the base rate, okay.
And I guess then the question is, I want to see again what page was that short analysis on. There it is.
24.
Hold on just
So
a second, Mr.
you
Marshall.
came up at 14,000, just over 14,000 an acre. Base
Yes, sir,
rate,
14,051.
51. Thank you, sir.
Sure thing.
Thank you, Mr. Marshall. Okay. And now, if everybody's ready, we'll move into the deliberation phase of the hearing.
Sounds great. So we will start back with hearing number 1. This is for property key number 06147250. This was for the taxpayer with the last name of Matarella, and they were present and presented today.
It's a pleasure of the board on this one, the comments.
Go
ahead.
I was just gonna make a motion, we uphold.
So I have a motion from Mr. Benson to uphold the current value placed by the county, and a second from Mr. Ashcraft. Any discussion?
I didn't see anything from
Okay.
it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like signs. The motion's carried for the current value to remain on parcel number 06147250, hearing 1.
All right, that'll bring us to hearing number 2 for property key number 06105061 for Dennis Gillespie, who did appear today.
That's pretty all 3 lots, and we've dealt with that problem area before, so I
Right.
thought the comps were good. I don't see anything in all 3. That land value is,
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah. Thought the same.
Fair, because it was, and I think that one of the points that came out was if it went rural, it'd be even higher
it would.
True.
in Cuthbertson.
Other comps.
Good
And
point.
so there's no fairer way
Yeah.
to get there.
And saying septic has to go to the back of the property has
Has
nothing
nothing
to do with
to do
it.
with
We
it.
look at developments where they have to go off the property anymore
Yeah, I
to
think
develop, so I
That's
have
come,
no use to
yeah,
that.
we've discussed that, I think, on the board a number of times. I mean,
Yeah.
if it perks, it perks. It
If
doesn't
it's somewhere
really
on the
matter where.
property, it
We can
works.
make it work.
Okay, so what's the pleasure of the board on this one?
Do we have to do individual?
I think we need to. Let's take them
Okay,
case by
let's go
case.
with 061. I'm not going to give you all the letter, and make a motion to county's value on the property.
Okay, so I have a motion for Mr. Ashcraft
Second.
and a second for Mr. Benson. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion's carried to uphold the current value by the county of $231,800 on tab 2, hearing 2.
Make a motion on 062, $991,400 county's valuation.
Second.
We have a motion for Mr. Ashcraft, a second for Mr. Benson. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion's carried for the current value to be upheld at $991,400 on hearing 3.
Mr. Chairman, on hearing 4, 063, same property area, 217,100 county's value. I make a motion we accept their value.
Okay, so I have a motion for Mr. Ashcraft.
Second.
Second for Mr. O'Keefe. Any discussions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion is carried for the current value of $217,100 to remain on hearing 4. When we get to
That
hearing
would take us to
5.
hearing number 5,
Mhm.
property key number 06204217 for Christine and Jacob Mazur, who was present and presented today.
Okay.
And then basically, it's a smaller house in a nice neighborhood where the valuation's coming in high, but it's a smaller house, which is what we see every time.
Right.
Well, it's like 3,900 square feet. The one comp we had was 4,100 square feet.
Yeah.
41 or 45?
Well, several of them are in the 4,000 range.
So
And you got a high-end pool.
yes, and you don't, yes, there's a lot that can be had. And, even the fact that it is a little bit older, I agree that people sometimes have to fix up their house a little bit to sell it. But then again, I've seen a lot of people, which is just my opinion, that this house, people work on it after they buy it most of the time. So I've seen that too.
Right.
It goes both ways.
Yep.
Yep.
And the market value, I think, I have to agree with the county on the $1,367,100. They changed it. So that's-
They gave them 6 and
Yeah, they did, they lowered it
3/4%.
some.
Right. Okay, so is that,
Make a motion.
that's in the form of a motion for the current value of $1,367,100.
Second.
Second for Mr. Smith. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion is carried for the current value to remain at $1,367,100 for hearing 5. Okay.
Now, some of these
That would
got
take us to
settled.
hearing number 6 for property key number 09149061. And the taxpayer was Walk Up Partners LLC, and they were here and presented today. Mr. McCall was here.
Okay, and
Didn't he agree to that?
Yeah,
fact?
yeah.
if he agrees to the
Which
value,
ones
we
got
still
agreed
have,
to? There
we
were several.
There were several.
400.
That is
still have
correct.
to put it to a
You still
vote.
have
He
to
agreed
put it
to
to
the
a
value.
vote?
Okay.
I make a motion for 3,89400.
Yeah. So I have a motion from Mr. Ashcraft, a second from Mr. Benson to accept the current value of $389,400. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion's carried.
That would bring us to hearing number 7 for property key number 09087003D for B and C Land Holdings LLC. Who was also present and presented was Mr. McCall, and he did also agree to the county value of $2,692,200.
Motion to accept.
Okay, so I have a motion from Mr. Benson to accept the current value of $2,692,200, and a second, I believe, from Mr. Ashcraft. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign. So motion's carried for the current value to remain on hearing 7.
Hearing number 8 was for property key number 09417001 for taxpayer B and C Land Holdings LLC, represented by Mr. McCall today.
I certainly don't have a problem with this one. I make a motion, we accept the county's value at $946,400.
Okay, so I have a
What the
motion.
comps they-
Second.
I have a motion from Mr. Ashcraft, a second from Mr. O'Keefe. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign. So the motion is carried for the current value to remain at $946,400 on hearing 8.
Hearing number 9 was for property key number 09417001M for property owner B and C Land Holdings LLC, represented by Mr. McCall today.
See,
I don't know how we can change anything to it, so.
Yeah, I mean, there's no sales data evidence.
That proves it, except what the county showed.
He's at that 7,500 per acre, but there's no evidence.
I have no idea
Yeah,
what,
right,
I make a motion, we accept the county's value of $793,000,
right.
$793,000.
So I have a motion for Mr. Ashcraft to accept the current value of $793,000.
Second.
A second for Mr. O'Keefe. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion is carried for the current value to remain on hearing 9.
Hearing number 10 was for property key number 08204011 for taxpayer B and C Land Holdings LLC. And this one was also represented by Mr. McCall today.
Kind of the same thing.
I agree.
Same thing.
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
And I understand how they acquired it with the 1031 exchange and all that, but the county.
But they still paid it 2 years ago,
Yeah,
whatever.
right. And, so what's the pleasure of the board here?
We accept the county's valuation of
So I have a motion for Mr. O'Keefe to accept the current value of $1,732,400 on hearing 10.
Second.
Have a second for Mr. Ashcraft. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion's carried.
Hearing number 11 was for property key number 07099021 for the property owner B&C Land Holdings LLC, represented by Mr. McCall today. He did agree to accept the county value of $1,271,600.
Motion to accept.
Second.
Have a motion from Mr. Benson and a second from Mr. Smith. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion's carried for the current value to remain at $1,271,600 for hearing 11.
Hearing number 12 was for property key number 081860006A for property owner CF Master Limited Partnership, represented by Mr. McCall today.
Now, this is when they talked about it's that,
This one has
The
flood
floodplain.
and the other one does.
and they
too.
checked on it, and we found out it was discounted from the property, so that's already been done.
Yeah.
So
I think
This is the one
39.
immediately below, right?
Yep.
And to the right.
Yeah.
The county just identified the property for you guys on the screen.
That was nice.
Well, there's three of them highlighted, want to make sure.
It's all
It's all
one.
one parcel.
It's all
though.
one.
Yeah.
It's all one.
I think it said,
up by 2 roads.
yeah,
Yep.
39, roughly. The notes I had said about 39 plus acres was in a
Yeah.
floodplain.
Right, okay.
They got it correct.
Yeah, everything in blue, Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we give them-
Any other comments or discussion points?
Not on this one.
Okay, what's the pleasure of the board on this one?
Motion to accept the county's value.
So I have a motion from Mr. Benson to
Second.
accept the current value.
Second.
Second from Mr. O'Keefe. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So the motion is carried for the current value to remain at $2,559,500 on hearing 12.
Hearing number 13 is for property key number 081920001. Property owner is CF Master Limited Partnership. Mr. McCall is here representing them today.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion, we accept the current value by the county, $2,457,200.
So I have a motion from Mr. Ashcraft for the current value to remain.
Second.
Second for Mr. Benson. Any discussion?
I still have an issue that before the discount, it went down to just over $14,000. And it's 5 times bigger than most all of these other properties that range from $21,000 to $12,000 an acre. And I just, it seems to me that the size of parcel discount really isn't shown in a significant way here.
And I think a point was made, I mean, that there's not a lot of comps out there. in this.
There's not, but I just don't know what the scale comp is, is there a base scale for farmland as it gets bigger? Especially when you don't have comps.
Well, I mean,
That's my only issue here.
yeah, I mean, one thing I think the taxpayers leaning on that I really can't agree with, I mean, it can't be $7,500 an acre
For everywhere I
in
know.
Piedmont, and $7,500 an acre in
Yeah.
Weddington, I mean.
No, it's
or,
not.
You know,
I've seen a lot of large
That has nothing to do
parcels
with
go
it.
for a lot higher,
We
too.
have comps.
yeah.
But they're such smaller size parcels that usually bring substantially higher value. I mean, when we get down to, these 1 acre residential lots that go for $50,000+ an acre that are in nowhere, and then you get a 10 acre parcel and they're, only half again more. I mean, it
Yeah.
varies a lot.
Yeah.
But usually when you get something substantially bigger, the price per acre really goes down. I'm not saying it falls in half, but there is some more discount than what I think we're seeing here.
What price point were you looking at?
I was probably looking at a couple $1,000s an acre less than this, just getting almost down to the 12.5, which was the lowest one on here.
And where did you get that from?
That's just the lowest one on here, and it's only 49 acres, and this guy's 220 acres.
Mhm.
I mean, versus the 14 per acre, that would be my thought. It just doesn't seem like we've gotten enough size, land size discount on this one. Personal opinion, I could be way off base, but it just seems that there has to be some type, because bigger parcels bring less per acre.
So, we have a motion and a second on the floor. I mean,
Yep.
and,
I'm just stating my opinion.
right.
All right.
So let's carry this out.
Let's vote.
Let's carry this out. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Nay,
Okay, so
I was outvoted.
have a majority, 3 to
I
1.
made my opinion
You
known.
did, okay. So then the motion is carried for the current value to remain at $2,457,200 for tab 13.
All right, that'll bring us
Understand,
to
Yep.
hearing 14, which is your addendum A, which have been settled between the tax office and the taxpayer.
I make a motion, we accept addendum A as stated and
Second.
as settled.
Okay. So I have a motion from Mr. Smith and a second from Mr. Benson for the staff recommendations to be approved as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign, so the motion's carried.
All right, Mr. Chairman, that brings us to the end of our agenda today.
Okay? So, any additional comments that come before the board? Monday, Wednesday. So 9 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Okay. 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 Everybody here?
I'm gonna make sure.
Okay.
I think so. Let me,
Yeah, I should be here both.
oh, God.
I shall
Busy
see.
man benching.
And then I'll be gone for a while.
Right, after next week. Okay.
Look like I'm good.
Yep. I'm good.
So moved.
Got a motion to adjourn? Okay. Got a motion from Mr. Smith and a second from Mr., well, no, Van mentioned something.
We've already done it.
Yeah, so a motion from Mr. Smith and a second from Mr. Benson to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. So we are adjourned.